Hi guys, it's the Macintosh Guide, and today we're going to be looking at not just one, not just two, not just three, but 4 MacBooks that we've been able to pick up. Now, I have no idea what these are. Now, I know what the first 2 are most likely going to be, but I have no idea what the last 2 are going to be. So it's going to be quite interesting video, and I thought I'll pick these up. Let's see the condition they're in. Now, I have been told that they have been wiped, so they're not locked to an organization. These are apparently some organization devices, so it'll be interesting to see. I have been given passwords to some of them, so there's nothing absurd about these devices. So why don't we turn these machines on and find out what we have received, and let's see what we can do about them as well. So guys, stay tuned. So I think simply let's just move all of them to the side and just take one at a time. So the first one, I think I already know what it is. It's either a M1 MacBook Air or it's an Intel MacBook Air. I haven't been told the lifespan of these devices. Chime goes off straight away. And hopefully this should maybe boot. Oh, okay, so it says you're now running on a reserve battery. So it's straight up on the startup disk. I've got my power cable just in case. Let's see if we can go to recovery. Let me just quickly connect to Wi-Fi, and I shall be back. Okay, so I've typed in my password. We're just waiting for it to connect. It's said it's connected, so let's just see. It's showing up as empty disk, so this seems to have been resetted. Let me just try and type my password in one more time. Okay, so bit of an odd one, but it's all working now, as you can see. So let's just close out of this, and let me zoom in the camera slightly so you guys can have a see in terms of what's going on here. Now let me shift the camera slightly up. There you go. So that should be much better in terms of you guys to be able to see. And let's just try and reinstall macOS now. It seems like it is an Apple Silicon machine. We can't find information out about this unless we do about install. No, it doesn't show us what version of macOS this is running. So yeah, unfortunately guys, I can't tell you yet until we have been able to install the new version of Sequoia on here. So it's obviously not running Tahoe. We should be able to install Tahoe if it's a Silicon machine. Let's just press agree. Let's press agree. Macintosh HD. And it says we've got about 3 hours and 33 minutes. This is not obviously correct. It isn't going to take us that long. But let's just continue and see. We'll move on to the next ones. Let me see what the charge on this machine is. 13%. So I'll let this charge, and then I'll move on to the next machine when we start seeing a bit of progress on this one. So now the second one is also another MacBook Air, and we're going to turn this one hopefully on. Well, it should turn on. No battery, of course. So let's plug the cable in. Chimes instantly. While the other one we're still waiting on right here. This is a silver. No, this is a grey model. The colour's a bit different, that's for sure. And we get the same thing over here as well. So it says select the system you want to boot into, which we obviously don't. Let's have a look at disk utility. And yeah, it's a clean volume. So I guess it's just another matter of connecting to Wi-Fi and reinstalling Sequoia. So let me go ahead and do that on this second machine. And it's crazy. It's good that they have reset it, but obviously they reset it to a perspective where I have to reinstall the OS, so it obviously takes me a bit of time to get this done. But we're not complaining. So I'll now put this machine also into reinstalling Sequoia, and then we'll check the other ones out shortly. So we now have the machine reset. So what I'm doing is I'm just going through the setup phase, but we want to make sure certain things work. So Touch ID was one of them, and we can see the Touch ID works absolutely fine. So we're going to skip this aspect because we're not going to be keeping the machine. Our aim is to try and get rid of it. Press continue, continue, and there you go. So now we're in the machine and we see it's a MacBook Air M1. Probably won't be able to see it as well, but it is a MacBook Air M1 with 8 gigs of RAM, and let's just have a look. It's a 256 gig storage as far as I can remember. Yep, 256 gig, or 245 available. We should be able to make at least a couple of £100 from this sale, so works absolutely fine. Is the battery in any dire need? No, battery's all good. So I would say this one is a successful, clean one that we were able to pick up. So we're now going to move on to the other one, which they're still saying it's got about 3 hours and 16 minutes to do. So we'll leave that one for the time being and we'll move on to the next one. Now I do believe I have charged this machine, so we don't have to spend a lot of time waiting on it. So let me zoom out slightly. There you go. So 1.5 zoom. Now this is a MacBook Pro 14-inch. We don't know which year, but this one I did charge up, and I can, as we can see, we see a local admin right there, and I have been told it is just a simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in terms of credentials. Boom, we are in. So this one's more straightforward for us to look at. We don't have to reset it, and we can see right here it is a MacBook Pro M1. Wish the camera stabilized a bit. It's not stabilizing. Fine, whatever. M1 Pro, 16 gigs. And as far as I am aware, this machine has, if my camera likes to play nice, I think this machine has, let me see if I can zoom in, a terabyte of storage? Yes, a terabyte of storage. So this is going to be really fine, and it's an M1 Pro machine, so it's on Sequoia, I believe. Yep, so I can update this to Tahoe, test it out, see how it is, maybe use it as a backup machine or for beta testing, so that will be brilliant. So I can put this one away, and also just want to make sure the battery situation, so battery seems to be normal, so we're all good. So we can shut this one down and put it straight away. Oh, the hinge on that one, and we'll look at the conditions quite shortly as well. We're not going to just put them away and that's pretty much it. No, we're going to look at the conditions as well. So last one, 16-inch MacBook Pro. And this one turns on straight away, as we can see, 16-inch. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And boom, we're right at the machine. Again, this is running Sequoia. Oh, this is different. This is a 16-inch. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see it. I'm going to try to bring it as close as I can. It's an M1 Max, 32 gigs. It's an M1 Maximum chip though. This is still really good for 2025. Going into 2026. That is an incredible find to have. So, what's the storage on it? I hope it's not 512. It's a terabyte storage. So M1 Max, 32 gigs. It's a CTO spec, so it's a custom spec machine. That's incredible for us to find something like this. So that is a really good find, in my honest opinion. So let me now bring all the machines together. The other one is still resetting, but I have a feeling it's an M1 machine. There was no description of what each of these devices had in them, so makes sense. Let's just look at the conditions of the machines and then we'll wrap up as well. So while that one MacBook Air is still resetting, we know it, I've now checked everything, the serial number and everything goes up to an M1, so I'm happy that that's an M1 MacBook Air, so we don't need to go into further logistics. I'm just resetting it for the sake of it. But let's look at the conditions. So 16-inch, I can already see there's a few dents here that you can't wipe it off. It's actually pierced through the metal, and it's a bit, it's not in like, it's a bit dirty, but no other type of, there's a few bumps and scratches here. There's a chip over here. You can tell it's been heavily utilized. The battery on this one is 83%, so it's still pretty good. You can see that there's like a few hiccups here and there. It's just more scratches than anything else, a little dents. Nothing crazy. As you can tell, the ports and everything seem to be working fine. I had a quick check. Everything seems to be working fine. You can see there's a big, it's a stain. I think it's not a, seems to be, oh, it might actually be a scratch. The overall condition's quite great, which is really fantastic for an M1 Max. So I know exactly what I can use this machine for. I'm quite happy for it. So I'm glad I was able to pick this one up. This will stay on the desk 24/7, so brilliant. Now, let's move on to the MacBook Air. So, the MacBook Air, surprisingly, no real dents or damages anywhere. It's just straightly little scuffs here and there. As you can see, oh, no, there's a little, yeah, little scuffs here. But overall, what do you expect from a machine that's 5 years old now and still runs like an absolute beast? And the keyboard and everything works absolutely fine. Tested all the keys, very happy with that. And we can make a little pocket, little profit on this probably. So we'll look into that in the future. And then the other MacBook Air is very similar. Sorry guys, it's still resetting. I do apologise. And then the MacBook Pro 14-inch, massive scratch right here. Don't know if the camera's going to pull it up or not. This DJI one isn't feeling it. I need to switch to my DSLR very soon. And you can tell the boards were heavily utilised because there's some discolouring happening here in the metal. But overall, every single port works absolutely brilliantly. Few scarfs or scratches around here, and then at the back, no dents, nowhere to be seen. So a few scratches, and that's pretty much it. So we can utilize this machine as well. I believe the battery health on this is 87%, so plenty of battery health still to go. Might actually trade this in to Apple. Plan is to be able to pick up some AirPod Maxes, I think, so we'll see. Let's see what happens. But yeah, this is another machine that was brilliant. So besides that, that one machine that's still updating at the back, and I can't seem to unplug it because the battery percentage is still quite low. This was our haul of all of the devices. Now, Ford MacBook Airs in total, I only paid, and you're going to laugh at this because I had to pay a business this money, £150 for all three, because apparently the asset had depreciated. £150 for 4 MacBooks combined. That is an absolute bargain. I always encourage contact businesses to see if you would like a device. I know the businesses I work for, we always pick up devices whenever possible. So seeing 4 machines for £150 is a very, very good bargain, and we can absolutely make profit. On just on the M1 Max itself will probably give us more, our break even straight away. So brilliant, lovely to see it. And guys, this was me quickly showing you some of the machines I've been able to pick up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.